The breakdown you're about to watch is brought to you by We Want Picks Premium Membership. Premium membership gets you all sorts of exclusive content, early bets, fantasy tools, and betting guides. Check it out now, WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member. Get ahead of these betting lines and get access to all of the tools now with an optimizer. We have a DraftKings optimizer available to you at the same low price of $10 a month. That's $2.50 a week. You get all of our bets early, all of our fantasy content early. You get betting tools and now a DraftKings optimizer, DraftKings ownership, and everything you need to build now up to 150 lineups with just a few clicks. WeWantPicks.com at the top. Click Become a Member. It is only $10 a month. All right, $10 a month. You have one good week. You pay for the whole year. WeWantPicks.com at the top. Click Become a Member. And as always, if you want $50, all you need to do is go to WeWantPicks.com/bets. Sign up with any one of our betting partners. Make a deposit, and I will send you $50 as a thank you. That's WeWantPicks.com/bets. Sign up, make a deposit. I'll send you $50. Next up at UFC 278, we have Amir Albazi taking on Francisco Figueiredo. Amir Albazi is 14-1 overall, 4-1 in his last 5, riding a 3-fight win streak and making his return to the cage after 18 months away. Francisco Figueiredo is 13-4 overall, 3-1-1 in his last 5, coming off the submission win over Daniel Da Silva. Amir Albazi is coming back after that year and a half away, and I honestly am excited for his return. I think he's a legit prospect. He's got solid grappling, solid striking, and a high pace. He has a very comfortable striking style where he is light on his toes and bounces in and out with a long jab. The fact that he is light on his toes allows him to very quickly lower his level and then just snatch up a leg for the takedown. Once he hits the ground, he's a very slick grappler, and he's not just a wrestler looking for control. He will take risks, roll for positions, and snatch things up in scrambles. Amir is very good, but long layoffs always concern me. Francisco Figueiredo is the champion's younger brother, and I've mentioned this a million times over, but I think they have a very similar fighting style, but Francisco's doing it at like the 75%, right? If his brother's 100, Francisco's doing it at 75. You think it's less than that?
30? I think it might be like 6 less than that.
Yeah. He's an aggressive striker with pressure and power who is slick on the ground. I will say, though, one thing that he does do better than his brother, though, is he'll stick to a grappling game plan. He'll wrestle hard, he'll grapple hard, and he'll do that first, where his brother's sort of fallen in love with the striking and has a ton of success there. He's more willing to push that wrestling pace, and it shows in his stats. He averages 3 takedowns per fight with a 75% accuracy and a 92% takedown defense. And last time I broke down Francisco Figueiredo, I mentioned that people spend too much time focusing on the fact that he isn't as good as his brother. Instead of focusing on how good he actually is, I picked him to beat Da Silva. He was the underdog. He beat Da Silva. And while that's still a true statement, right, that people still continue to focus on that he's not his brother, I don't know if he's necessarily going to be good enough here. I think Amir is going to have the better striking, better wrestling, probably the better raw grappling as well. I like Amir to win a pretty one-sided fight. The only thing that prevented me from making Amir a parlay piece is that layoff. The layoff, I can't lay that kind of money on somebody that just hasn't fought in that long, but I think Amir absolutely gets this done. I'm very confident in him. I'm not very worried. What do you think, Jakey boy?
Yeah, the only thing that has me kind of concerned about laying money on Amir, and I actually, premium members, I did place a bet on Amir. I'm not going to spoil it here, but It's the O'Day fight, man. I started getting shakes rewatching the O'Day fight, then look at the Amir fight, and I know they're not like super similar. O'Day's more of the striker of the two, and Amir definitely is more of the wrestler of the two. But I went into that O'Day matchup thinking there's no, aside from the big knockout power which we saw. I didn't think O'Day was going to lose that fight at all. Now I'm going into this again thinking like, there's nowhere that Figgy is better than Amir in this matchup. And then I started watching film on Amir, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, this guy does get hit. It's not a huge issue at 125, But we just saw Ode just get absolutely flatlined at 125 from a big puncher. And Figgy's not like a huge big puncher, but the right shot at the right time. And I told you guys last week, Ode does get hit. Amir does get hit, but he rolls with shots a little bit better. Oh my God, we just got the 1999. He does roll with shots a little bit better. And at 125, it shouldn't be a huge issue. But, you know, I would hope that he, this is almost like the, and then there's another fight like this coming up too, the Morena Maverick fight. But this is almost like, just please, Loopy, please just wrestle. Amir, just please just wrestle. I don't want you messing around. The long layoff, you might not have your timing. Anything can happen with the one punch. Just wrestle, get him to the ground, do what you do. And the thing that might worry me a little bit is Amir doesn't really force his wrestling. He's very comfortable with his hands, with his striking. But with that said, I get flashbacks from Ode, but Amir should have all the tools. He should dominate this matchup. He should be better everywhere than Figgy. But I'll be honest, that Ode thing got me shook. Straight shook. But Amir's
that's bound to happen. What goes up must come down. We do have a 1999 super chat, and it is from Kiko Isaac Livingstone. It says, Angelo's being real nice today. I see you, Angelo. Still Team Jacob, though. Lock of the week. Let's go 8 in a row. Thank you. First of all, thank you very, very much.
Similar. We know our picks are similar this week, so there wasn't. So we're not going into last week. There was a lot of animosity before we started recording. You guys don't know what happens during text and phone calls. There was a lot of animosity leading up to last week, so we were already hot and heavy, ready to go at it when the podcast started.
Here's a peek behind the curtain. I do the quick picks video. I am prepared a full week ahead of time. Everybody's like, "Oh, you do your video so fast. It's so fast." I'm prepared a week ahead of time. I do the graphics a week ahead of time. I do my notes a week ahead of time. I watch the fights on Saturday nights. And then the next morning, on Sunday mornings, I officially record. But I've got everything, my picks, everything outlined. Sometimes I'll make small adjustments based on what I saw the night before, right? Then I record quick picks. I upload quick picks. Jacob doesn't watch it. And then Jacob starts doing his Sunday night bullshit. And I just start getting text. We both hate so-and-so, right? This person loses,
I'm trying to engage. Right? I'm literally just trying to engage.
And then I just get so annoyed. I get annoyed.
You get very combative very, very quickly.
Immediately. And then I hang on.
And I love that because I love pissing people off. So I just keep going and keep going. I was that kid in school. I never got one detention in school, but I'm that kid that just pushed it right to that point every single time, and then you back off. And then you keep pushing, and then you back off.
Well, so that's why there's no animosity this week, because we do agree on a good amount of these picks. And I'm a little too tired to be annoyed, honestly. Being annoyed takes a lot of energy out of you. Thank you very much for the super chat. $9,200 to $7,000. Not spending the $9,200. There's a lot of massive favorites on this card. A bunch of them I believe in. I think Amir wins. I think he's better pretty much everywhere. A year and a half into a layoff, Figgy's not a bum. Like I literally mentioned, people spend so much time thinking like, yo, he's not his brother. If his brother didn't exist and you could just only break down Francisco as his own person, you'd be like, he's a pretty good fighter. Like, you know what I mean? He's not trash. People just assume he's trash because his brother's so freaking good. Like, this isn't a Herbert Burns, Gilbert Burns situation.
Yeah, in my notes, I literally wrote, Figgy won't be a walk in the park for Amir. And after this weekend, I'm scared to death to say he is a lock, but I don't see anywhere that Figgy is better than Amir. So I agree. I don't think he's going to be walking the park, but he's still my DraftKings. You're going to
spend the $9,200.
Yeah, I just said that, asshole.
Just want to make sure you knew the price because that's a ridiculous statement.
Idiot. Clown. Hey, you're a stupid idiot.
Okay. Anyway, Monkey Knife Ice Strike line 84 to 50. Yeah, I don't know what to do with that line. As much as I want to tell you to do the line and go to the We Want Pin, sign up.
Do lines.
I don't know what to do with that Monkey Knife Fight Strike line. What do you think, Jacob?
I think it's a more and more. I don't think Figgy's a walk in the park. I think there's a little bit more striking than people would expect, and I see this as a 3-round decision. I think it's a dominant 3-round decision, but I think it's a more and more probably.
I think it's a decision as well, but 84 is a good amount. And if there's a bunch of grappling in there, I don't see him getting to it because they're both good grapplers, so they can end up actually grappling, right? Not striking, like rolling around, working for positions and falling into that rhythm. Guys, if you want $50, $50 for free, go to WeWantPicks.com/bets, sign up, make a deposit. I'll send you $50. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, however you want it. And if you want to become a premium member, you get access to early bets Early fantasy lines, like DraftKings, the lines stay the same throughout the week, but not Prize Picks. Those lines move. Not Monkey Knife Fight. These lines move. Sign up at WeOwnPicks.com. Click Become a Member. It's $10 a month. That's only $2.50 a week. And we just added a DraftKings optimizer. You're not going to get this value anywhere on planet Earth. Not for $10.